Hey y'all, it's Cindy Cobb with Around the Town in the South, and I'm sitting here with a friend of mine, Brent Lape. I met Brent in 2012. We were working on a project, another nonprofit project, and he is one of the most talented graphic artists I have ever seen, he and his wife both. Well, Brent and his wife had a baby. I think it was maybe a couple of years after 2012. When did y'all have Lily?
2012.
2012, okay. So Lily was born with Down syndrome. Needless to say, when something like that affects your life, your focus on different nonprofits and different things, it shifts. Just like when I got osteoporosis, everything shifted for me. So when Lily was born, Brent wanted to figure out a way to bring awareness to the Jackson, Mississippi area, and you started a Run for Lily.
The Run for Downs.
Run for Downs.
Correct. And we started a Facebook page called Running for Lily.
That's what it was. Welcome to our Around the Town. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited about this. So when y'all started doing that in 2012, the Run, very successful.
Correct. It's grown quite a bit from day one until today. So we started out. So Lily was born in September 2012. We did our first run in May of 2013. So we realized after she was born that there was a big need for Down syndrome awareness just for education. And also we wanted to find a way that we could give back to some of the organizations that had really benefited us. So the first 4 years, 100% of the proceeds went to Central Mississippi Down Syndrome Society and the Little Lighthouse of Central Mississippi.
Right.
About 4 years in, we started talking to parents that had older kids with Down syndrome. And the one common thing we found out was basically after high school, there was nothing. So basically all of the skills that they had learned throughout all of those years in high school started to regress. They were staying at home, they weren't doing anything. So we started doing some research, we started talking to some other families, and we got involved with a few other families. And just kind of wanted to see what else is going on throughout the nation. Like what are other states doing to kind of solve this problem?
Right.
So we started seeing there's a lot of cafes popping up that employ people with disabilities, cafes and coffee shops.
Right.
So we came up with the idea of the Lily Pad Cafe. So our goal for the Lily Pad Cafe is not permanent employment. Our goal is that this is a leaping pad. It's a stepping stone to their next, spot in their life. So our goal for the Lily Pad Cafe is to employ and train people with disabilities, give them the skills, the confidence necessary so they can be employed throughout the community.
Gotcha.
So when Babalu did the Guacmaster thing, is it last week? My days are all running forward.
I think this is the second week.
But when they did the actual Guacmasters, actually had people with Down syndrome serving it, that was just kind of a glimpse into what the Lily Pad Cafe could turn into. Could, end up helping. And become a normal site for people with disabilities to actually be employed throughout our community, not just one place where you go to see people with disabilities.
Right, I came up here and I was meeting a girl, Elizabeth, with Madison City Chamber, and she said, my son Stephen, who has Down syndrome, he sang for us at the Super Bowl for the Salvation Army, is here and he's serving guacamole, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then she told me about what Babalu was doing. If you buy, if you order the small guacamole, they're donating $1 to the Lily Pad, is that correct? If you order a large, they're ordering it's $2, and that's through March 30th. March 30th.
And that'll be the same day as the race.
That's the same day as your race, which we'll talk about in a minute. So if you're up in Jackson, you're looking for a place to go eat, hop into Babalu's, order some guacamole, show the Lily Pad some love. I think it's great that our local restaurants also give back, especially to the children. We love doing that. So tell us about the upcoming race on Saturday.
All right, so March 30th, this coming Saturday, we have the 7th annual Run Up for Downs. So it's a little different than most of the other 5Ks that you hear of that start up in the morning. Ours is an evening run, and that's mainly because my wife told me if we were going to do an event, she wasn't getting up that damn early. So ours, our fun run kicks off at 5:30. We have the 5K at 6, and then immediately after we have a 0.0 race. So if you're not a runner, ours just kicks off with the 5K and fun run. That is not the whole event, it just kicks off with that. So if you're not a runner, you could do the 0.0. So basically you'll line up, you start, you finish. But it's a way for somebody that's not a runner that wants to come out and participate, it's a fun way for them to do that.
So how much is it to register for the race?
So I believe it ranges anywhere from 25 to 35. So we kick off the, so you have the fun run, the 5K at 6. The 0.0 will start immediately after that. The 0.0 will open up our food row. So our food row, we have 17 different restaurants, including Babalu, that will actually be out there serving their guac. If you do the 0.0, your registration includes a food row wristband, so you have complete access to all the restaurants that are going to be there.
Wow, 17 restaurants.
And then we'll also have live music by Trademark. There'll be a huge silent auction, jump zones for the kids. It's just a big, fun family event.
So where is the event going to be held?
Right outside Madison Healthplex.
Okay, yeah, great.
So
area.
right off the interstate.
So when we're talking about the race, I know that you have a great registration. You want to register. What do you need right now for Saturday? I know that the weird thing is this is how God works. Brent had just inboxed me and said, hey, we're having our race this Saturday. I didn't really realize exactly that you had grown into wanting to build a cafe, and all this was going toward that until Elizabeth explained everything to me last week. But you said I need some auction items. Do you still need auction items for the silent auction?
I think we've actually done pretty good. We reached out to enough people. That's the great thing about our community. You reach out to enough people and tell them what you need, and our community steps up.
Right.
I mean, for one, just with our registration, like our goal at one point was just to hit 1,000. We've already hit 1,000.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's just mind-boggling just to see how awesome our community is.
It is.
So just come out and enjoy the fun night with us on March 30th.
And I put the link on here. You can go to the website. You can register. You can read all about the lily pad and what their vision is. The restaurant, the cafe is not up and running yet. He is raising money to be able to build this cafe out, to be able to do this. Is that correct?
So we've, in just 2 years, we've raised $72,000.
Oh, wow.
We've set a huge goal for this year's race at 50.
Uh-huh.
So we've raised, the last 2 years at the race, we've raised 30. So we're setting a goal to almost double what we've done. We are actually on pace to do that.
That's awesome.
And as long as our registration numbers, everything keeps going the way it is, hopefully that'll keep going. So that'll get us around 120,000. We've been told to start up a restaurant, 250 is the number.
That's right.
So what our goal is after this race, we're going to do, find a location, get that secured, and then do a capital campaign to see if we can go ahead and make this a reality. We've been talking about it for 2 years, so it's like, all right.
It's finally coming to fruition. You can see it.
Let's go ahead and make this reality.
Always awesome. I love that. I know there's other cities that I've looked at on Facebook where they have the same type cafes where the kids with disabilities, like you say, at whatever age that you're going to take them, are able to get into society, learn a skill, learn something they can do side by side with what the guac masters was last week. Which, I mean, to see the kids in here making the guac, of course they had their server right next to them, but it was just the joy in their face. What it's going to mean to these kids to know that, hey, at 12th grade, where you and I would go to college, get married, get a job, whatever, they're kind of stuck, like you say. So I just admire what y'all are doing. I've always just loved you since I met you it was Susan Cobb we worked with, and I had to say that word because I love Susan Cobb. But anyway, I'm very proud for what you're doing and the awareness that you're bringing for this community, because it's such a need.
Yeah, and we actually got to visit one of the cafes, McKinney, is in McKinney, Texas, called Hub's Cafe, and being able to see, it was basically seeing the future of the lily pad in person.
Wow.
Like they had a girl with Down syndrome that was their kitchen manager. She had just gotten promoted. I mean, she was making unassisted. She was out there making the sandwiches. I mean, but it was just one of those. She was doing something that most of the society already has that stereotype that they can't do.
Right.
But I mean, like even the guac masters last week, Elizabeth and Allison both told me their children have already, made enough of the guac.
Yes.
Like they could do this unassisted right now.
They were masters.
Yeah,
I mean, they really were. I mean, they were. Our server was watching over Stephen, but he never had to help him.
No, Stephen had it down.
He had it down pat. So y'all go check out what they're doing. If you want to just donate money, there's a donate button. I'm pretty sure on their website or on their Facebook page, or get in touch with Brent Lape. Email them. Whatever you want to do with it. I could see a big corporation partnering with y'all. So if you're a big corporation and you're looking for an avenue, a different avenue to give back, look at this. We need this in the Mississippi. We absolutely need this, especially in our area. I call it the Jackson Metroplex. That pretty much covers everything. So they don't have the location yet. They're still looking. It's still in the making. So if you have an idea on that, give them a call. They're looking for people to partner with them to get this, to make this vision a reality.
And they can go to thelilypadms.com for more information, and they can also go to runupfordowns.com to register for the race.
Okay, I'll put that in there because I just put the other two. I'll put the Run Up for Downs. I just put the Lily Pad in your Facebook page. All right, well, thank y'all for joining us. If you can't make it out this weekend, you can still register and donate money and give the ticket to someone that can come and eat and try all these 17 restaurants.
And they can still register on site too.
Okay, so I know Babalu's involved.
Correct.
For sure. And do you remember anybody else? I know it.
Let me pull out my phone because I'm going to miss somebody and I'm going to get in trouble. So, all right, so we have Majestic Kitchen.
Oh,
we have
yummy.
Slim Chickens, Georgia Blue, Angelo's, Babalu, Holy Smokes Catering Company, Primo's, Lost Pizza Company, The Gathering, Old Canton Restaurant, Super Shakes, Mudbuds, Bops, Steve's Ribs and Grill, Burgers and Blues, Planet Smoothie, Kebab and Curry, and Brown Bottling is our official drink sponsor.
Those are awesome restaurants, and I mean, I love Burgers and Blues. I love Lost Pizza. I like them all. Primo's, they're great.
It's an awesome one.
I know that Lost Pizza Company does a lot of giving back to the community, so go and support these local restaurants that are supporting our nonprofit organizations to better serve our community. We couldn't do these things without them.
Correct.
All right, y'all, thank y'all for watching us. Check it out. Do some comments. Like and share our page. We cannot do this without our advertisers and sponsors. Village Boutique in Madison, Mississippi, Perfect Pooch in Ridgeland, Mississippi. They're my personal groomer and boarding for my little Lacey. Kim Goodson, Crye-Leike Realtors. She is a broker and a realtor. If you need any sell a house, buy a house, advice on any of that, give her a call. Y'all, thank you for watching us, and thank you, Brent, for joining me. I look forward to seeing where this goes. This isn't our last interview. I want to track how everything goes until the day you open this thing up.
Sounds good.
All right, y'all, thanks for watching, and we'll see you around the town.